Coach, first week in the books, what do you think of the team so far?
I'm impressed with the work they put in over the summer. We challenged this group. They knew that come August 1st, their fitness level was going to be our starting point and how hard we were going to be able to push during this time. And they did the work over the summer. This is the most fit I've seen our group in probably the last 10 years. And credit to these upperclassmen that got in touch with the younger players, let them understand the importance of this time period and how important it was to do the work this summer.
How have you seen the freshmen kind of come in from last week to now and see their growth and what they're picking up, what they're learning?
Yeah, our summer bridge program is important here at Penn State. You know, having them here for summer too and spending 6 weeks on campus with our strength coach and getting to know some of our upperclassmen. They feel like they're already part of the group. They feel like they already know the jokes are on the inside of some of that stuff, and that's allowed them to be themselves and make some mistakes. And you know, that makes all the difference in the world because they're not tiptoeing around their teammates right now.
Off the field, how important is it, the team bonding? You got the photo shoots, you got the team dinners, you got meeting with an upper administration. How important is that to kind of for the freshmen to hear how many resources they have at their hands?
I mean, ultimately, that's why student athletes choose Penn State, is because of all the resources, but then to actually introduce them to those that can support them and help them and make sure they can put a face with a name. And then, you know, the final step would be for these capable student athletes to actually use those resources, because their whole life they've been able to do it and succeed, and that continues here at this level, but now the competition is that much more challenging and everybody's outstanding, and so they've got to utilize these resources here.
We talked about it last week, and you mentioned it earlier, the upperclassmen. What have you seen from your Kaylee Reels, your Maddie Nolfs, your Emily Ogles?
I think the group that you just named in particular, had Shar Williams and Marissa Shiva. These guys are pros in the college game at this point. They take care of their bodies, they train hard, they get after it, they hold each other accountable. These are kind of rare college players, and they all happen to be on the same team, which I think has set the foundation for this group.
And lastly, it's August 7th right now, and we're getting crunch time here. What are you looking forward to the rest of this week and next week when we get into finally game week?
We're starting to put the pieces together. We're starting to put pairings together. It's good to see some different ideas out of players that can play together. I think it's one thing to all summer long sit on a chalkboard or dry erase and think about different ideas, but now to actually put them out on the field, see how they play together, and see what combinations work. As we all know, it's not necessarily about the talent. It's about how that talent plays together, and that's what we're trying to figure out right now.
You know, Coach talked about kind of the leadership from the upperclassmen over the summer to help bring in freshmen. How has that been for you guys from your end to kind of see the freshmen grow?
Yeah, it's been awesome. So we had these summer accountability groups, which kind of helped us stay connected over the summer. So that way, when we came here for preseason, we could just start rolling. And we were in a much better place than we have been in previous years. So I feel like the team is a lot more connected. The freshmen feel, I hope, a little bit more open, like they can be themselves, which carries onto the field and makes a huge difference.
Being in your 5th year in the program, what's it like to be back here on the practice fields at Jeffrey Field?
I mean, it's always an honor to be a part of the Penn State women's soccer team. Training every day, it's always fun, and I can't wait to step on Jeffrey soon.
And lastly, it's the 25th year of women's soccer, varsity women's soccer at Penn State. What do you kind of know about the program, and what have you heard from Coach talking about, planning a banquet of sorts the UCLA weekend, and kind of hearing some more history about the team?
Yeah, the 25 years, wow, that's incredible. And there's been a lot of tradition, a lot of legacy, a lot of incredible people and players, and so I'm really excited for everyone to come back, to hear their stories and learn from them, and hopefully keep the traditions going.
Kaylee, upperclassmen, kind of similar to Emily, how have you seen kind of the freshmen grow from maybe just a week ago to now learning their tendencies and how they're learning your tendencies?
I think, like she said, we had these accountability groups, and it really helped us get to know each other better, and it has directly impacted our performance on the field now. I think we're much more connected than we have been in years, and we're learning to play off each other, and we're learning each other's tendencies, like you said. But yeah, I think we're much more connected than we have been.
Obviously, season starts a week from Friday. Obviously, you want to take it one game at a time, but when you kind of look at the schedule Coach brings and the Big Ten schedule, how exciting is that to play national competition?
I mean, it's always exciting playing in the Big Ten. There's not a single game that's not super competitive, and we always have to bring our A game to every match. but yeah, I mean, we'll take it one game at a time, but we're super, super excited for this season.